Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 3 Ruined World. This will be part 16 of our Let's Play, and in the last episode we managed to defeat the alien slime queen mother thing that was the cause of, you know, everything happening in the Krizan province. So then after that we sort of wandered around a bit and we came across the Inn of Blades, which we've never been to before, so let's have a look inside. You enter the Inn of Blades. This well-defended outpost provides a hot meal and safe bed for many of Valorum's travellers. The guards let you in, though they watch you nervously as you pass. Interesting. So maybe they know we're Ammonites? I mean, it's probably just because we have, you know, what are they called? Slith and a Nephil. They're just racist. It's, you know. They don't know about us, they're just super racist. Alright, let's bust in here maybe. No, just opens. This lock is too complicated to be picked. Interesting. Too complicated to be picked. The owner would see you. The dog? The dog owns it? Am quite confused. Yep. Apparently the dog owns it. Fair enough. Yeah, we got a lot of people to talk to here, so maybe we'll explore everything else a bit first. Damn chef, we don't really give a shit about that. Wait, what was that? Plates. I thought it was like some kind of pizza dough or something. I was like, that's a bit weird. Just pizza dough. None of that's worth anything. That is, though. Oh, nothing there. Alrighty. So let's have a talk with him. Claw Hardblade. I like him. There is an old man behind the counter pulling beers. He doesn't look very strong or agile, but he has several large knives sheathed at his belt. They're clearly meant for more than cooking. He nods at you. Welcome, traveller. Bet you come a long way. I'm known as Claw Hardblade. What is this place? I've run this inn here for many years. We have our own special brew of beer, only 5 coins for a round. We also have 1 room open, only 10 coins for the night. How long have you run this place? I started this inn when Krizan province was still the border of civilization. Back then everything was much rougher. Where is Krizan province relative to everywhere else? This is the southernmost province in Valorum, and the most recently settled. When people first moved down here about 20 years ago, it was pretty rough. How rough was it? There were bandits down here, goblins, and hordes of Nephilim too. I provided a safe place for people to stay when moving south. That's when I got my nickname. Are there any goblins left? He pats the knives at his side. Most of them are gone, but not all. That's where my nickname came from. Okay, is he going to mention that all the time? What about your nickname? I took on the name Claw Hardblade so people knew I meant business. Did my share of killing to back the name up. Now people won't call me anything else, and it lets people pretend it's still the rough old days. So I'm Claw Hardblade until I retire. There you go. What happened to all of the Nephil? He seems unwilling to talk about it in the presence of a Nephil. It was a terrible injustice. Not all of them were hostile. You know how the Empire was towards non-humans. How is the Empire now? Much better if you ask me. Since Empress Prazak came to power, non-humans have actually been tolerated. That's why you can be here without everyone shouting to hang the Nephil. Okay, that's all for now, thanks. That or else. The man at the bar wears a very loose blue robes. He eats a Spartan meal of bread and fruit. Greetings, travellers. You're looking for company, to ease your minds during your long journey, yes? I am Orals. Why are you here? I'm a traveller. Until recently, I lived on the Isle of Begail. He munches a bit of crust. Why did you leave the Isle of Begail? I learned much there, but the monsters became too threatening, so I decided to leave for a while. What sort of monster plague afflicts Begail? The isle has been set upon by hordes of cockroaches.
They're huge, and they carry lethal diseases. Not a place that encourages people to stay.
What is the Anima Church?
He smiles enigmatically. What they teach, I am unworthy to interpret to you. You'll simply have to visit. The Anima effectively rule over the island. You should have little trouble finding them. You can reach the island by boat.
How do I find a boat heading to Big Gale?
He takes a sip of water. Take the road north from here. At the T intersection to the northeast, go to Farport to the west. There you can take a boat to Big Gale. I wish you luck. Now I have much to ponder, many apologies.
Fanatics.
There is a mage sitting here, deep in his cups. He motions you to sit with him.
I am Arian. Takes a swig of beer. How are you?
He is fuzzy and disconnected. Where are you travelling to?
Nowhere yet. I've been stuck here for a while. Minor difficulties.
He shrugs and drinks more.
I was going south to find a teacher. I just came from the Isle of Begale.
Everyone's pissing off from the Isle of Begale. Why do we want to go there? Why are you stuck?
He drinks some beer and seems to approve of the taste. There are worse places to be stuck, but I would prefer to settle my difficulties and keep moving south.
You didn't really answer my question. He looks at you blankly.
That's more than I want to go into. Just a minor disagreement regarding some lumps of metal.
What's so special about some lumps of metal?
I have concealed several pieces of metal nearby. I wish it brought to me. It's not too valuable to most, but has uses for my work. To the north, on the east side of the river, are several spires of stone in a diamond shape. Metal is hidden at the base of a stone spire, due north of the center of the diamond.
Oh, Jesus, hang on, let me dissect that. To the north, on the east side of the river, there are several spires of stone in a diamond shape. The metal is hidden at the base of a stone spire due north of the center of the diamond.
Please bring it to me, and I will reward you.
Why don't you get the metal yourself?
It's complicated. I'm scared of the woods. I get lost easily. No more reason than that.
He drinks deep from his ale. That's all for now.
So there is something more to that. What's protecting it? Something's protecting it.
Ah, okay, so I need to go that way.
God damn it. Stupid wolves and wargs and... Why don't you just leave me alone? Go away. Stupid wargs. Everything else will try and run away, but not these wolves. Or the warg. There, done.
Okay, due north. As you search the hills, you find the 6-foot-high piles of stones you were told about, flanked by 2 stone spires. You poke around in the pile and find several lumps of something odd. It seems like metal, but it's far too light and dull. It's quite unusual. Well, let's take it. Yeah, here we go. What happened? You pick up the odd-looking rocks and pocket them. As you turn, you see nomads emerge from behind the stone spires. You would swear that they weren't there before. They immediately move to attack. These rocks must be precious, though.
Yeah, so what they're actually doing is getting me to steal shit, I guess.
Why am I not surprised?
Right. Kill him. And you summoned a shade, and that's a bit rude.
Damn it, I thought I might be able to get away with that.
You know what? I'm gonna summon a shade as well. 2 can play at that game, and I'm gonna daze you. Maybe. Hopefully. There. That'll do. Okay, so the greatest shade is immune. Ow. Just smacking him around like a bloody cat with a ball of yarn. Oh, okay, that's bad. I wouldn't say... Oh, you're ensnared. I wouldn't say it's bad enough. Yeah, okay, maybe don't do that. We're gonna drop a shield chant. Why not? Could you... Oh, wow, Jesh Osh. You are gonna die. Can I get all of them? Yeah, that'll get all of them. Obviously the shade won't be affected, but everything else might be. Ooh, Jesh Osh. Wow, everyone's gonna die. Okay, if there was ever a time for a healing potion, I think I've found it. Healing potion. That's them. There we go. Okay, much better. Back in the game. Jeshosh won't need to, because I can just heal him with Horum. And we'll just target this guy. Make sure to soften him up. Ha!
Okay, and you're shield chanting as well. Fair enough. Wow, how'd you miss just then? It's unfortunate. If I smite... Actually, I could call the storm, I guess. Yeah, pushes them back at least and ensnares them. I mean, he's going to do it as well, but... Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Target this cultist. He's actually kind of trouble. Probably going to kill me, too. Yep. He smoked me. He smoked me good. God damn it. This is actually a pretty tough fight. I mean, the Greater Shade doesn't help. Yeah, see, like, Smite's crap, but the fact that the Greater Shade can do the, like, Frost Storm, Call the Storm, whatever it is, and soak in the cultists, like, that's a lot of damage they can put on my whole party. Way more than I can heal, is the thing. Okay, you two seem to have trouble attacking each other, so let me help. Allow me. Die. Okay, let's grab this stuff. An ash bow. I'm gonna grab these. A golden necklace I can just go to junk. You closely inspect the bodies of the cultists who mugged you. You find something interesting. All of them have small red eyes tattooed on the insides of their wrists. You don't find any other signs of who they are or where they're from. They're part of the Anima? I don't know. Whatever it was. Oh yeah, I have to go back to a friendly town, which is... Fort... what should you call it? Oh my god, I don't want to go here. Fort Emergence, that's what it was. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. Thankfully there's nothing but just ugly little unicorns, so... And actually we do have to go and talk to Thingy anyway, so let's talk to old what's-his-name. Not what I want to do. You report how the mayor of Krezan enlisted you to fight the slime creatures, and Anaximander says, "How strange, after so many years fearing and fighting the Empire, our agents now help you. Nonetheless, continue on your mission. You must find as much as we can about these creatures, including, possibly, where they came from. After all, they threaten the place we want to make our home." You tell Anaximander everything about the destruction of the alien slime. He looks much more worried than before. You see what this means, don't you? Some powerful force with great magical ability has launched an attack upon the surface. This is grim. The best that can happen is that the Empire will blame us and attack us again. The worst is that the attacker has the power to make the surface unlivable. We will be doomed to stay in Avernum forever. It is clear that your mission is becoming much more important than we thought. We need you to get information for us, instead of just a brief survey of this fort's surroundings. Keep exploring the surface and find out as much as you can about these monsters. More importantly, find out where they came from. Otherwise they may come for us. If you find any evidence of who might be responsible, take it to bearer. You have done well. You should go to the Portal Fortress and from there to the Tower of Magi to receive a reward. Once down there, see X and Solberg. One of them will give you magical training. Tell me of the group that went to the surface before me. Well, the first group that went to the surface was very experienced in the ways of adventuring, and very carefully trained. They went up, and they haven't been heard from since. Thus, we selected you for the second attempt. Why don't you send up someone more experienced than me? Besides, it's complicated. Avernum politics, you see. There was much controversy in the council about whether they would send anyone to the surface. He gave us a 6-month charter to send people up. 6 months was all the faction who wished to send people to the surface could get out of the faction which wished to remain hidden. So our time is limited. Exactly. When the first group disappeared, we realized that we could never get permission to send more people up, not for years at least. So we grabbed the most competent group of adventurers we could find. That is you. That's all for now, thanks. Okay, so we can actually get a reward from the Tower of Magi. Interesting. Well, let's go do that. I mean, that guy's quest isn't going anywhere. So we need to go to Portal Fortress, which we have been to before. No, I don't care. Okay, I don't want to talk to them. You're not important. We could also have another crack at this, like that hive thing in the top left. The slime. They weren't slimes. They were like the worms, weren't they? The chitrax. Chitrax is what they were. That's right. I don't need to reach to shoot with a bow, asshole. So I'll get this reward first, then we'll go have a look at the chitrax. Now, is this Portal Fortress? Yeah, good. Let's go... How do we get down? No, we don't have to go down, we just go this way, yeah? Who do I talk to here? Sellers. Can I use a portal? She checks her journal. It says here that you're authorized to go down below and receive magical instruction. Go ahead and use the portal when you want. Please don't overuse your privileges. Fair enough. Let's go! You stand before this powerful portal. It is not that large, but two massive crystals made with vanity magic focus huge amounts of energy into it. It's powerful enough to take you across or far under the world. That is what you want. Let's go! You start to walk into the portal. You feel resistance as you approach. Waves of heat and force try to throw you back. You push harder, moving slowly and carefully into the glowing pillar of energy. Soon everything goes black. Then yellow, then orange, then green, then colours you don't have words for. Then you find yourself elsewhere. Alright, here we are. In the Tower of Magi. I'm guessing / hoping. What's this say? New arrivals follow the walkway out of barracks, do not step off. You stumble away from the massive charged portal that carries hundreds of people every day up to the surface and back down to Avernum. The energy in the room is palpable. You're amazed that the wizards here are able to keep it under control. To the east, through a granite passage, is the Tower of Magi. There, reality becomes more and more warped every day. There is a clearly marked walkway, which directs civilians coming from the barracks to the portal without letting them wander near any potentially dangerous magical experiments. This corridor is here to provide the rest of the Tower of Magi insulation from the intense energy of the portal. Its power makes every hair on your body stand straight out. Your stomach turns slow, lazy rolls. Nobody spends time up here if they can avoid it. People using the portal get in and out as quickly as possible. Yeah, I feel it. I do. Now who are we supposed to talk to? It's like X and someone. Vidrain. There is a business-like official standing at the entrance to the portal, notepad in hand. As people filter by, walking to and from the portal, he checks them off. You remember filing past him on your first trip to the surface. He barely noticed you among the line of nervous warriors marching up the stairs. This time you ask his name. I'm Vidrain. You... He checks a paper. I can direct you. We are very busy. Why are you so busy? We're forcing as many people through here as possible. Everyone needs to be identified and checked off. Our staff is too small. What do you need a larger staff for? Do you think? For thousands of people going through, each of which needs to be checked. Of course we need more help. As soon as I hire someone, he or she slips through the portal. Everyone wants to go to the surface. People go to the surface without permission. Of course. We can't send them back down. The portal's power is too limited. We can't spend it just to punish some reprobates. I have another question. Are you in charge of the portal? In a manner of speaking, you... temporary returnee, yes? I received information on you. What information do you have on me? You've been sent here for training. I can tell you where the instructors are. Oh good, where are our instructors? Spells you are to receive will be taught to you by X or Solberg of the Triad. I'm not aware of their exact locations, but poke around, I'm sure they'll turn up. Solberg's been spending a lot of time in his quarters lately, and X likes to poke around in libraries. What library? I don't know, there are so many. Some are hidden and some move around, you'll have to poke around. Sorry, please excuse me, so much to do. Okay, I say we find X. Bug storage. Lol. Yeah, Chitrak lava is still not easy to kill. No? Just go there. Boop. Are they gonna be grumpy with me because I broke their experiments? This room is filled floor to ceiling with webs. Peculiar, but you have a hard time finding anything that happens in this place to be unusual. Some mage must have wanted a constant supply of spider silk. So it's probably spider. Oh, okay, it's friendly spider. Friendly spider. Isn't that nice? Ooh, some shields, which I... Oh no, I can't steal. There's like 3 people over here. This is where people are billeted while waiting for their turn to use the surface portal. The barracks are cramped and uncomfortable. The Tower of Magi is not at all worried about providing creature comforts for outsiders. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's the Tower of Magi, not the Tower of Everybody. Would you get out of the way, thank you. This is a rough dining hall. People waiting to use the portal can eat here. The room is cramped and dirty, and a pot of stew is burning on the fire. The Tower of Magi was not meant to host large numbers of people, but they are making do as best they can. Yeah, no, I agree. It's a Tower of Magi. It's not the Tower of Surface Immigrants. Oh. There's a slith. This corridor has recently been walled off. Odd. I can probably break it, right? Like if I use a whatchamacallit scroll. Stone Shatter, that's the one. Oh, didn't work. We'll just quick load there. I'm not going to waste a Stone Shatter scroll on, nothing. So that might come up in a quest later. Maybe whatever is in there like breaks out and we have to come back to the Tower of Magi and fix it. Because we're just fixers. Apprentice, don't care. Wow, this place is big. We're going to be here forever. Conrook. Is X here? We're looking for X. Try to decipher it. Book is a journal on various combat spells and their effects. One section is quite interesting. Magical barriers are very valuable and varied form of magic. Some are weaker, some are stronger. Most magical barriers can be removed by any application of the barrier dispelling ritual. Others require more training with the spell. Watching the particles that surround the barrier can give you a hint to its strength. A similar principle applies to holy rituals for the shattering of walls and boulders. Yes, we're looking for X. I have it on a good authority that he's gonna give it to you. Sorry, that was pretty bad. This is a laboratory where student mages first learn how to disrupt the delicate laws of nature. Mistakes are, of course, inevitable, which explains the layer of lead on the walls and the pervasive smell of burned meat. Yum. Lead and burned meat. Doesn't that just sound really appealing? Have I just arrived in like a... Oh, I'm accidentally doing a perimeter walk. Look, I didn't want this, okay? I didn't do this on purpose. Branford's Magical Supplies. Hello? This is a small store, cramped in the back corner of the tower. It is cluttered with amazing amounts of junk, most of it clearly useless. Making your way to the counter will take some effort and some careful stepping. Okay, I don't really want any of that. I'm surprised there's no Vanitai here. Well, I haven't seen one yet. The sign says Vanitai Portal. Well, I asked. I guess I found. Okay. Ah, there's an X. Excellent. Excellent. Get it? Get it? You encounter a wizard wearing long, rich violet robes. A heavy cowl covers the mage's head. You can't make out any details of his or her face in the shadows inside. It's pretty creepy. The old wizard says in a soft whisper, "I am called X. Do you work here?" "I am of the Triad." "What is the Triad?" Again, the whisper emerged from the cowl. "Guardians of knowledge and the protectors of Avernum." How do you protect Avernum? "We watch over the magical knowledge and grant it to those who have earned it." "Would you teach me some more magic?" "I only give great power to those who have done great deeds. Eradicate some of the more powerful creatures in northern Valorum and I will assist you. If you have done anything of use in southern Valorum, talk to Solberg. He's responsible for rewards in that area." Okay, so we actually have to talk to Solberg. That's a bit lame. I wanted to talk to X. This is the Tower of Magi's creature storage. Here, creatures waiting to be used in horrifying experiments are imprisoned until it is time for them to meet their fates. There is very little equipment here. You hear snarling coming from behind the barriers. Shame. I love the way they put it. The creators of this game, Spiderweb Software, the developers, they have a very, very, very excellent way with words, in my opinion. For aesthetic reasons, the door to the room where gardening supplies are stored has been concealed. The stuff inside doesn't look that interesting. I like it. It's interesting that it's like for aesthetic reasons. Temple of the Seeking Soul. Now, Throw in a few coins. You feel responsible. I think she can teach me stuff? What can you teach me? Yeah, she can. Excellent, okay. I mean, we're obviously going to spend all our money on this. Move mountains. I think that's a useful one, and I guess we'll do Unshackle Mind. I probably should have saved some of that for mage spells, but okay, special land. Move mountains. In combat makes rock walls. Outside combat break cracked walls and stone pillars. Yes, that's what the one. That's what the one that we want. That's what the one what we want. Excellent. That is what we want though. Menlo. Okay, you're not Solberg. We're looking for Solberg. It's called Cheeseball. You encounter a very large, very pudgy calico cat. You approach it, it looks up at you. The intelligence in its eyes surprises you. I, it proclaims regally, am Cheeseball. Not the name I would have chosen for myself, I assure you. Do you wish to speak? Cheeseball is a rather unusual name. Infinite are the indignities we familiars must suffer. What would have been your choice? I would prefer to have been a wild jungle cat, romping through the woods, chasing wildebeests, ripping out their jugulars. That's the life for me. It hisses in a way that might almost be thought of as ferocious. Okay, I don't really care what a familiar is for. It says alchemy and stuff. Nice. Okay, Solberg continues to be really hard to find. I wonder if I can leave and go to regular Avernum. Whether it's going to stop me. It's probably going to stop me, right? This is like the surface one. This is the exit from the Tower of Magi. You stare longingly at the passage that leads out to Avernum, but then you turn back. The business is back up on the surface. I mean, fair enough, it would have been a really big game if you had shit to do in Avernum and on the surface. Because Avernum is a massive place. But obviously they put the focus in this one on, yeah, everything else. Put the focus on the surface world and the shit going on up there. Don't worry about what's happening in Avernum. Avernum's fine. We fixed it in the last 2 games. These chambers are set aside for the important guests of the Tower of Magi. Everything in here is dusty. It doesn't look like the residents have been here for a while. Surely nobody would mind if you rested here. Nobody has specifically said that you can use these quarters. However, there are several empty, comfortable beds here, inviting you to have a good night's sleep. Surely you're important enough to stay here. There are several comfortable, unused beds in this room. You could probably get a few hours now. We don't need rest. And I do know that this game has... it has, like, time-based events, where if you take too long, like, things advance even if you're not, like, touching them. Even if you're not there, things still continue. Apprentice. I thought it might have been Solberg. But apparently Solberg is stupidly hard to find. Solberg? If through this time link for useful information. Okay. It's probably going to be the same. They're going to all be like that. Oh no, here we go. Useful information. You are disappointed. It's full of magical instruction, but it's all apprentice level stuff. Nothing that would be useful in a serious real-world dungeon environment. In the back of the book, you find a note. It says simply, "It is happening again, Linda. The demons. Remember what happened last time to those who ask questions. We must proceed with care. S. It's happening again. Linda. The demons remember what happened. Sorry, the demons. Remember what happened last time to those who ask questions. Yeah, okay. Right, yeah, that was the thing in... I want to say that was in number 1. Yeah, it's the most bizarre magical tomes. Take it. Scroll Spine Shield, nice. Yeah, I think that was in the first one. There was like a big demon infestation in the Tower of Magi, and you had to come in and like kill this demon king. It was a friggin' hard fight. Definitely remember that. Bloody brutal. I think when I went through it, he nearly like one-hit all my characters every time he attacked. I had to get lucky and just, like, he missed. Or I parried. This concealed hall is the robing room for the temple. Most temples have one, where the priest prepares before beginning service. Healing elixir. Yes, don't mind if I do. I'll take some vases. Look, some of you might have a problem with stealing from the church, but let's think about this, right? I gave him 5 coins. Just saying. I gave him 5 coins, alright? This portal was Avernum's connection to the lands of the Vanatai. It still exists, but just barely. It flickers in and out of existence, and it's clearly far too weak to use. The room is filled with dust. Nobody's been here for a while. Where are the Vanatai? Like, I know they want, you know, they want peace and quiet, but I didn't think they'd just flat out leave and not come back. This corridor is cool and calm. You see a series of ornate doors along the south wall. A nameplate hangs on each door, each with a single mage's title carved onto it. These must be the wizard's quarters. Okay, and I'm sure that's where Solberg is, but first things first. The Vanatai decor in this room takes you by surprise at first. Then you notice that the chairs have been built for humans, not the much lighter, thinner Vanatai. Someone must have decided to build this council room in this alien style. I don't know, I would assume that maybe a Vanatai is on the council? Tower guard. Ooh. The case is filled with scrolls. You're excited at first until you realise that they are covered with records of Tower of Magi business. The scrolls are so tedious and repetitive that they could drive an accountant to suicide. Oh, I love the writing in this game, it's tops. This room looks like it contains an abandoned experiment or forgotten piece of magical machinery. There is a blue steel box on a platform at the back of the room. A wooden lever is nearby. Magical sparkles surround a nearby box. Float Earth had to do anything. Let's do this. Blessed items have better stats and improve chance to hit and make user harder to hit. Is blessed. Wait. Could I just bless everything? Oh my god. Hear a clunk and smell smoke. Oh, I broke it. Did I break it? Did I try and bless stuff too quickly? Or too much? I guess it's probably a trick. Ah, well. Look, we bless the sword and the shield. That's what really matters. Denise's quarters. Denise isn't a very Magi name, in my opinion. Like, that doesn't sound very Magi to me. When I hear Denise, I don't picture Magi. I picture, like, the mother, you know, with that haircut that complains to the manager. Denise. The sign says, Lindis officers. Unauthorized personnel not allowed. Stay out, shut up. There's Solberg. Let's keep looking. Let's keep exploring. I'll take that vase. Vase. Stay away from Vase. He'll kill your ass. Linda? I know you said I'm not welcome. Oh, okay. There's a magical barrier in the way, so very not welcome. You meet an aging mage in flowing violet robes. Although he is only in his 40s, he is aged well beyond his years. He gives you a weary bow. Ah, young adventurer, another in a long series. I am Solberg of the Triad. You've heard of Solberg. This legendary wizard has fought long for Avernum. I've destroyed the plague of slimes. Can you teach me a spell? You can improve your knowledge of the spell Icy Rain here. You concentrate trying to master this ritual. With work, you gain more proficiency with the spell. TheOzzieNerd gains advanced knowledge of the spell Icy Rain. Jesh Osh. Spell Icy Rain. Horum gains advanced knowledge of the spell. Okay. Solberg nods. Your struggle against the alien slime shows you'll need more powerful magic to complete your surface task. He teaches you how to cast the spell Icy Rain with much greater efficiency. I suspect that Linda is up to something dangerous. He shakes his head. As do I. The Triad continues to dither in the face of this incredible danger. I'm furious about it, but there is nothing I can do. Yet. He thinks. Be patient. I may yet be able to avert disaster. Okay. Well, that's that sorted. And actually, we are going to end this episode here. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, TheOzzieNerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video or two with them. I really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback for videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comment section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.